Once upon a time, in a jungle, there were two trees. One day grew very tall, while the other remained small. The small tree said to the tall tree, I also want to be big and tall like you. The tall tree smiled and said, Don't worry, being small doesn't make you any less. You can show your beauty and strength in your own way. The small tree listened to the tall tree and started focusing all its attention and love on its flowers. As time passed, the small tree also became beautiful and filled with blossoming flowers. Now, the small tree was happy and satisfied with his life. The moral of the story is every person showcases their beauty and importance in their own unique way. There lived a dog and donkey in a house of a rich man. The dog guarded his house and the donkey carried loads for him. It was a hot afternoon. The dog was sleeping under the shady veranda. There was some noise outside. The dog just lifted up his head and went back to sleep. The donkey asked, Why don't you bark? It would be thieves. Mind your own business. But the donkey would not listen. He wanted to save his master from thieves. The master, who was sound asleep, got wild with the donkey and came running out with a stick and gave hard beatings to the donkey. The moral of the story is it is always better to mind our own business. Once upon a time, there were two cats. They were good friends. They got a piece of bread. While sharing the bread, they made big and small pieces. So they began to fight for the bigger piece. At the same time, a monkey saw them fighting. The monkey said, I will share it equally. He bit the bigger piece to make it equal. Again, it bit the other piece to make it equal. Bit by bit, he ate the whole bread and went away happily. The poor cats lost the bread. The moral of the story is we must learn to share what we have. The ant and the grasshopper. One summer day, a grasshopper was hopping around in a field, singing and humming all it wanted. The ant walked by carrying an ear of corn that he was carrying to its nest with much effort. The grasshopper asked, Why not come and talk with me instead of working and moiling in that way? The ant said, I'm helping in storing food for the winter and suggest you to do the same. The grasshopper asked, Why bother about winter? We have plenty of food right now. However, the ant moved on and carried on with its work. When winter arrived, Grasshopper had no food and found itself dying of hunger. While the grasshopper saw the ants distributing corn and grain from the supplies they had gathered in the summer, then the grasshopper realized its advantages to be ready for when things really get tough. The moral of the story is work hard today to get ready for tomorrow. The fox and the sour grapes. Once there was a fox. He was hungry. He went in search of food, and the fox could not find any food. At last, he reached a vineyard. The bunches of grapes were hanging. He wanted to get them. His mouth began to water. The grapes were too high. He tried to get at the grapes. He jumped again and again, but all his efforts were useless. He got tired. He was sure that he could not get the grapes. And he went away saying that the grapes were sour. If he ate them, he would fall ill. Thank God, they were very high. The moral of the story is we should accept our incapabilities and try to improve that. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.